Agnihotra. Agnihotra. Agni means fire. Hotra means healing, right? The fire causes the healing onto in our physical body. So that we have to, so we need to understand how it is going to heal, how it's going to provide the healing. So let's understand our physical body, the entire universe, the physical universe is constituted by the five basic nature elements. We all know that. Okay. So one part of that, basic five elements is Agni, fire. Okay. The fire is a major element which is going to cause the great healing, which is going to cause destruction, which is going to construct. Everything it can do. It can heal, it can, in fact, so in the entire universe, if you observe, this is the one. So even the sun rays, whatever the energy you receive in the form of Agni, the form of Agni, that's a major energy, in fact, you can say. All the species, all the trees, all the human beings, we all depend on sun energy. Without sun energy, we can't survive not even one day. It's also part of the fire energy. So that's an external fire energy. We also have internal fire energy. Where is the internal fire energy? The internal fire energy is within your digestive system. So, however, the outside fire energy, sun rays, is also very important for every species on this earth planet, which also causes the entire creation is running. The entire, you can so-called all the creatures on this earth planet, they're all surviving because of only the so-called the sun rays, sun energy, which is a part of Agni. Okay. Now, coming to the our own body system. Within our body system, whatever you eat, it goes into your stomach. So when it goes into stomach, it also, of course, lot of secretions, lot of juices, lot of so-called digestive juices and digestive enzymes, both will be generated within your stomach with the help of liver, basically. So at this point of time, what is going to happen here is there is something called combustion process. It's something called digestion process. So in which this so-called Jataragni, Jataragni means all these digestive juices is also called as Jataragni. So this Jataragni is going to, what it does actually, basically, it's going to do the complete combustion. Combustion means it converts, it so completely melt all the solid items, solid things, whatever you eaten. So it converts into the so-called energy, so-called glucose. So that's what, this is also one kind of a fire within our physical body, my dear friends. Without fire, so there is no question of a proper digestion. If at all your fire is less within your physical body, it causes indigestion, it causes acidity, gastric, all the issues, my dear friends. Then finally, it also causes constipation. So likewise, so your fire within your physical body, it's also must, which should be in the proper quantity, always in your physical body. It should be in an equilibrium state wherein it can maintain. So not only that, so your entire body temperature, just observe the body temperature, 98.4 Fahrenheit or 37 degrees centigrade, your body heat has to be maintained properly, without which, if at all your body heat goes low, what happens? Lot of virus and bacteria will attack you. So otherwise, so unless you maintain a proper body temperature, so you'll be attacked with many viral diseases, my dear friends. So if it all becomes more, if at all your body temperature rises too much, what happen? All the good bacteria, all the good viruses will be died. So that also to be ensured. So you have to maintain all the equal and required temperature of the physical body need to be maintained. So this is also one of the important thing. So that means the fire especially temperature or heatness, heat or whatever it may be, it's all part of the fire energy, my dear friends. Now, similarly, the kind of one particular process which is given by our ancient spiritual scientists, you can say like our sages and saints. So they invented one system of the fire which causes the great healing to you and your environment. To you and as well to your environment around you. So what is that kind of system which is given to us? Which is handed over to our current generation by our ancient rishis and sages, right? So what exactly is that? That is Agnihotra, Homa. We call it generally in the nomenclature is Homa. Homa, we all know Homa we do for inauguration of house, new house, inauguration of the office, wherever we do a new things, new initiative if we do, then definitely you go for Agni, the Ganesha Homa, all this. So Satyanarayana Swami Puja, you do a lot of things. At that point of time also you do a lot of the Homa you do generally. So this is also similar to that, same as that, but in a miniature form. You can do in your own house, you can do in your garden, you can do in your farm, you can do in your apartment, wherever you wanted, you can perform this so-called Agnihotra. Agni means fire, Hotra means healing. It provides the healing. What kind of healing, how it does, everything we'll try to understand. So this healing is going to be provided whenever you perform this Agnihotra. It is going to be providing great healing for your own house, your own physical body, and for your own mind. Then is also going to provide great healing for your surroundings, especially your environment around you. Whatever the environment is there, within that environment, whichever all the creatures are living. So including the trees, including the birds and animals, everything, and as well, especially in the atmosphere, whatever the all poisonous gases are there, which also will be gone cleansed when you do this Agnihotra, my dear friends. So that all we'll try to understand today. But so this Agnihotra process, as it is given to us by our sages and saints, but we forgot completely, and we kept it aside in the luxury of so-called modern technology, modern world. We forgot this. But so especially Australia, in a country of Australia, though they are evolved in technologically, they are evolved, but they do this practice of Agnihotra in a more and more, so abundant way. So they practice this everywhere. In their farms they practice, in their house they practice. They use this Agnihotra in day-to-day life, my dear friends. That's why we need to appreciate them. Though the Agnihotra is originated from India, but it is widely practiced in Australia. You can understand what is the importance of this. Okay, at least now from this class, every one of you, I hope you will get complete wisdom about this Agnihotra. Then you must be able to. So definitely, you must be able to convince yourself, convince others in your family in order to take up this Agnihotra as a regular ritual, regular practice in everybody home, my friends. So let's understand more about this Agnihotra. So this Agnihotra is a sacred tradition started by Rishis of ancient India, as we discussed. The ancient time Agnihotra is a ritual to purify the environment using this method. The tremendous amount of energy during the fire is resonating, and a magnetic field is produced that strengthens the positive energy and wipe out all the negative energy. So that's what, my dear friends, you need to understand. So very, very important. In your house, there are negative vibrations because we always release a lot of negative thoughts. And we have, so negative thought, one negative thought is a one negative vibration. Okay. It doesn't just like that vanish. It always exists. It always exists because the universe always receive your negative vibrations. All the negative vibrations are part of your own environment around you. All the negative vibrations will be there because your aura itself is vibrating with a lot of negative frequencies. Okay, so that produces the so-called negative, negative aspect, negative vibrations basically, which also the kind of a negative magnetic field, you can say. The magnetic field which is produced around you has got a lot of negative energy within it. So these negative energy, all these negative forces will be completely wiped out if you start practicing this Agnihotra, especially the fire which is generated out of this Agnihotra process, right? So this is going to completely eradicate all these negative vibrations, which will wipe out, especially. Then, obviously, what happened? Your entire the house will be cleansed. Your entire house will be cleansed, and also, especially, your own aura system will also be get cleansed. So, as I said in the earlier classes, so in our ancient, in our culture, in our tradition, if somebody goes out and come back, right? Some like any of your children who are adults, they go somewhere and come back. So what we do in the ancient India, in ancient culture, we try to do some drishti. Drishti means we take some agni, or we take some kind of a fire. So then or otherwise we take salt at least, salt. Then we do some distri around the person, okay, from top to bottom. Why do we do that? So in order to cleanse the aura, in order to cleanse the aura or magnetic field around that person. So once that is cleaned, what happened? All the negative vibrations of him, what he acquired by going out, talking to some people, spending with the negative people, getting all those vibrations to you. So this all happened. Generally for everybody, it happens whenever you go and roam with other people and go outside. You pick up a lot of vibrations, isn't it? So those things to be cleaned up. So this is called Vristi. They do that, obviously. So that means with a fire, you can quench, you can remove all the negative vibrations around you within your aura. Similarly, when you sit adjacent to the Agnihotra process, your entire aura will be purified. Okay, so this without knowing you, your own aura will be completely cleansed, my dear friends. So when completely cleansed, what happens? You will be, obviously, your mind becomes quite calm, right? Your mind becomes quite calm, then you get into peace of mind. Then you can also do meditation after the Agnihotra. The moment you complete the Agnihotra, go into meditation. Just the same place, sit in the same place. First you do the you perform the Agnihotra process, then immediately enter into Anapanasati meditation, which will be powerful. Why? Because you already removed all the negative vibrations and negative whatever vibrations around you in your aura itself. The aura is cleaned completely. Then go into the meditation, which will be wonderful and powerful meditation, very deeper meditation you can get into. So that's why. So this is very powerful process, my dear friends. Now, it generates abundant oxygen to the environment. It's also another very important point. In Australia country, many people practice this Homa regularly, widely. That's what I told. So what it does is one Agnihotra if you do, right? So then what will happen? It generates a lot of so-called oxygen. So you should understand one point, basic fundamental point is, if you try to fire anything, right, other than this Agnihotra, I'm telling you, if you put a fire outside, if anything, any item you are going to fire, what will happen? It generates a lot of carbon dioxide, especially you observe the vehicles. So the vehicles also, a lot of combustion happen within them. A lot of combustion in the engine will be producing continuously CO2, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So these will be generated continuously. If you take up the factories also produce a lot of carbon dioxide, isn't it? So likewise, the fire, all that will be producing carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, which is not good for the environment. Basically, this carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide is going to deplete the so-called ozone layer, O3. It's called O3. It's going to deplete, my friends. So when the ozone layer is getting depleting already, now at this point of time, the many parts of the ozone layer is what? Ozone layer is like a blanket to the entire earth. It's a blanket. What is the blanket? What it does, it avoids the entry of so-called ultraviolet rays, the poisonous rays, that is powerful rays, to come to the earth planet, so that if they reach our earth planet, if they come to the humanity, you get a lot of diseases, my dear friends, because they are actually powerful rays. So to avoid these rays, the ozone layer as a blanket is designed by Almighty. He kept it for us. It is a safety cover for the entire creatures on this earth planet. But unfortunately, it is getting punctured. Why it is getting punctured? Because of the more generation of CO2 and carbon monoxide into the environment. With the help of the bad practices of the humanity, what we follow in order to do every activity on this earth planet. So somehow or some or other way, we are causing the heavy amount of expulsion or emanation of these poisonous gases, including nitrogen, methane, whatnot. All these are entering into the atmosphere, which is going to puncture, already puncturing. Puncture is done in many places in ozone layer, especially O3. So in order to reconstruct that, we need to plant many trees. We need to have more amount of plant-based cover, especially forest. A lot of forest has to be evolved. Already forest is also, deforestation is going on continuously. For what sake? Just for the sake of rearing the animals, growing the animals for the sake of non-vegetarian food. So we are spoiling even the forest also, we are removing it, my dear friends. In the foreign countries, if you observe, many forests like Amazon forest also, so they are going cutting off, they are going doing the deforestation just for the sake of growing
food for the animals. These animals are these animals are going to be utilized for the non-vegetarian food for the by the all these foreign countries. So they are doing it. It's very bad practices which they are doing it, unnatural practices. The nature is going to take care of that. Nature is going to answer all their bad practices in the course of time, which we are already seeing in the form of tornadoes, in the form of calamities, in the form of flood. So everywhere we are observing, my dear friends. Anyhow, so let's go to the, so what is the importance of this Agnihotra in this place now? So especially friends, whatever the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, which is going into the atmosphere, so especially that effect will also be reduced by so-called this Agnihotra Homa. So in the olden days, my dear friends, if we need to get, the rain is not happening, then what our saints used to do, is they conduct a big yagna or homa. So through this homa or yagna, whenever these so-called the Agnihotra or yagna fumes go into the atmosphere, what it does, so they are going to bring down the earth, they are going to bring down the rain. All the clouds will be attracted. The clouds will be attracted and the rain starts coming. So that's how this yagna or homa is having highest importance in our own culture. But we forgot. Now we forgot. Everything we depends on technology. So we always go for a weather forecasting, whether rain comes, whether it doesn't come. So that whatever the forecast comes, it gets failed also. In fact, it's going to fail. So that's how it happens, my dear friends. Now, at least today, as far as today, from the today session, you will understand, you're already understanding. So take the importance of this particular Agnihotra, make it a regular practice in your own daily life. So what it does is this carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, very much, so much density of these gases are existing in the already in the atmosphere. So with this Agnihotra or Homa, when you do, the huge amount of the tons and tons amount of oxygen will go into the atmosphere, which will try to purify all these so-called bad gases, my dear friends. So that is why Agnihotra is having a lot of importance in order to purify the environment also. You need to understand. Now, Agnihotra kit, Agnihotra, to do Agnihotra, we need certain ingredients. What are the ingredients? We call Agnihotra set. So what it consists of basically, it consists of like a inverted pyramid kind of a so-called Agnihotra kund. So one Agnihotra Avan kund, we say Avan kund, then one particular stand will be there under that, and then one copper spoon, one akshata means like the so-called pizza. The akshata means like a rice, unbroken, unpolished rice, you can say. Like, so those also we have to take. That's called akshata. Then copper pork will be there, and copper small cup will be there in order to have the A2 ghee. Here we need to have basically A2 ghee, that is a desi cow ghee and desi cow dung cakes. They are very important. The camphor also you can use. Camphor is for lighting the fire. Okay. Now procedure for doing this entire Agnihotra. What is the manual? Manual is having all the instruction sheet. Okay, it's an instruction sheet also part of this Agnihotra kit. Okay. Now with this pure A2 cow ghee, dry cow dung cakes also there. The entire set is also available. Even Mahavatar Foundation can provide this particular set of Agnihotra. See how it is. So just you can imagine this. Just you can see the picture. These are the physical Agnihotra set. Okay, this one pork will be there, and small is also this for actually the akshata. Akshata you have to store in this. No? For the so-called the first ahuti, second ahuti we do for the fire. Okay, this is also there, and this will be stand under the Agnihotra, right? Agnihotra, this Avan Kund. So like this, it will be there, my friends. So you have all these ingredients. So all these are the items which are part of the Agnihotra kit. You will get it. If you purchase the entire kit, you will get all these items, right? Now, only thing is, even in Mahavatar Foundation, what we do, we provide this A2 cow ghee also. Outside, you may not get proper ghee. You will get here for the reasonable rate, and as well as a quality ghee will get from the Mahavatar Foundation. We get from the Goshalas. From the Goshalas, we get it and keep it here. If somebody wanted, they can procure from here also. So likewise, it goes, madam. So this is Agnihotra set. Now, so Agnihotra procedure. What is the procedure? How to do this? Especially for the Agnihotra, how to practice it. I will send you the video also. So that video will help you a lot in order to go step by step process. But still, I try to cover to a certain extent. What you have to do is, whenever you do Agnihotra kit, so this particular inverted pyramid, the inverted pyramid, what we have,
So you have to keep it on the stand. So place on the stand especially. And after that, the inside, just clean it properly. And then take two cow dung cakes, put in a vertical, horizontal way. On the top of that, another cow dung two cakes, put in the horizontal way. One is vertical, that means one this format, other the opposite format, like perpendicular format. Just keep it like that, and yeah, plus shape. So then take another cow dung cake. Okay, so and also a small cup will be there, right? The small cup you have to always store the so-called A2 cow ghee should be there ready. And other side should also have a small lamp, lamp which is already lighting, and you also have some karpura also ready with you. Now take this one particular cow dung cake, just put into that this A2 desi cow ghee. Take that, and then the lamp is already glowing red. Just put into the just fire that cow dung cake which having a A2 ghee, which is you have dipped into it and taken. Now fire it. Once this cow dung small piece which is getting the firing is happening, then the light start. Then the so-called the fire will start. Take that and put into that pyramid inside the inverted pyramid, that avana is there. No? Inside already cow dung cakes are there. Just put into that. And also, once you put into that, then what you need to do from this small cup, whatever this desi cow ghee, so little bit you go on add, little bit. No, go on add little bit like that. So until the fire becomes small. Okay. So this way you have to fire it. So when now your fire is completely done on all the cow dung cakes, whatever you put it, the fire is going on. More or less some 6-7 cow dung cakes more than sufficient to do one time. Okay. Now the fire is started, but the fire should be ready before 5 minutes of the so-called Agnihotra timing. There is a timing, my dear friends. There is a timing. So timing is, how do you get the timing? There is an app for every city. So if you just put the pin code, your pin code, you get a time. So when this Agnihotra has to be practiced, this has to be ideally practiced basically Suryostam, Suryodaya and Surya. That means sunset and sunrise. Two times are there. So sunrise also before 5 minutes of sunrise. Suppose sunrise time is 6:05. Then you have to be ready with the fire at 6 especially. Okay. Then, so that is your fire is ready at 6. Then you start chanting two mantras. Sunrise also two mantras are there. Sunset also we have two mantras. So just chanting those two mantras. Then we have to offer, and also small cup is there. This cup, small cup. So this cup, what will happen in this? We put the bija, that so-called unbroken rice. Keep it, and there also add some ghee, one small spoon ghee, and mix it well, and keep it two parts, one part separately, other part. Make it two rounds and keep it separately. Okay. Now, so now at this point of time, so that means your fire is ready before 5 minutes. So at that point of time, you have to start chanting mantras in the sunrise time. Okay. So let's say sunrise time. What is the mantra you'll be chanting? Sunrise time, what we do is, so this before 5 minutes we are ready, and sunrise time, two mantras are there. Tell one mantra and add this bija into the fire. This is called arpana. Like we are just ahuti, ahuti 1, ahuti 2. So now what is the mantra we have to write sunrise time? First mantra is Suryaya Swaha, Suryaya Idam Namamaha, Idam Namamaha. That is first ahuti. Just put some this whatever round you made, so that you put into that fire. That's the first ahuti is over. Second ahuti. Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idam Namama. So this is the second mantra. Chant that mantra and then put this second, whatever you have made it ready, that bija, unbroken, put into that. Over. So with this, now your mantra is over. 6:05, exactly 6:05, you have to offer this. This offering must be complete. So with this, sunrise Agnihotra is done. Okay. Now, if it all come to sunset, the sunset, what we have to do? There are two mantras again. Agneya Swaha, Agneya Idam Namama. Then put one ahuti. Now, second, Prajapatiye Swaha, Prajapatiye Idam Namama. Then put second ahuti. Then it's done. So like this, sunrise time, sunrise time, sunset time. So two different mantras. Okay, one mantra is same, but one mantra will be keep changing. Okay, one mantra will change. So like this, you have to perform this Agnihotra, my dear friends. Okay, hope you understood. So exact timings of
Agnihotra is important. So for that, there is an app. Okay, I will send that link. So please, install that app in your mobile. Then you can enter in your pin code. Then it will immediately show what is sunrise time, what is sunset time for that city, wherever you are living. Now, the medicinal properties of Agnihotra. Let's understand medicinal properties. Friends, whenever Agnihotra happens, it releases abundant amount of oxygen into the atmosphere. That means into your home also, especially in your home. Whatever, as I told you already, negative vibrations, all the negative gases, if at all any negative gases, anything is there within your home, obviously it comes because we use refrigerator, we use air conditions, we use all electronic appliances. So with those appliances, what happens? You will be getting a lot of negative gases within your home. It's also existing, my dear friends. That is why normally what happens? Many people fell ill health because of what? Because of their own the kind of appliances what they use. Refrigerator, for example, refrigerator. What it does? It generates like chlorofluorocarbons. So these are very harmful gases. But what will happen? It comes out of your refrigerator, then it will be pervading in your own house also. At the same time, the AC, air conditioner, if you use it, from that also you get bad gases, okay? The poisonous gases, that also will be in your house. So with this, what happen? You don't get proper health, obviously, isn't it? So that means pure oxygen is not there in your house. In order to fulfill the pure oxygen in your own house, what you have to do? You have to do Agnihotra. Without Agnihotra, there is no other go. There is no other go, my dear friends. So because we use regular, refrigerator. Refrigerator is fridge is constantly it's a common item nowadays. Very common items in every house, isn't it? That is why. So this Agnihotra at least, which will purify all these bad gases, bad element, all the bad gases, poisonous gases already accumulated within your own house in a day-to-day life. Okay, that will be cleansed. So every time you do this Agnihotra, you release a lot of amount of oxygen. The abundant amount of oxygen will be released within your house. And of course, the same oxygen will be spreading into the outside of your house also into the atmosphere. That also goes into atmosphere, which is also going to help. In fact, all other species as well is going to help the environment also. In fact, okay. So this is the advantage of this Agnihotra, my dear friends. Okay, please understand this. And also, if at all the poisonous, the poisonous snakes, poisonous creatures, they also will not enter into your house. You keep practicing this Agnihotra. And also the effect of mosquitoes that also comes down heavily because of this Agnihotra. And especially, friends, the Agnihotra, when you do the final remainings of Agnihotra, what? It is bodhi, that is ash, the sacred ash. So that ash has got highest medicinal properties. So the highest medicinal properties, which definitely you can use for all so many other applications that I will try to explain now. Friends, what happens is, especially, so this the Agnihotra, whatever the smoke it comes out of, comes out of this Agnihotra. So many people will be, suffering from allergies, isn't it? Allergy, dust allergy, some, the different allergies are there. People will be suffering. These allergies will be vanished if they sit beside this fire. Beside this fire, if they sit, allergies also will be vanished. Allergy disease will go. That's also you need to remember. Now, other thing is, friends, one of the greatest incident happened. That's called Bhopal gas tragedy. The Bhopal gas tragedy happened in India in 1980s. Okay, what happened is from that factory, the huge amount of Bhopal gas has been released. That's a poisonous gas. Okay, so that particular gas just come out of this Bhopal, that in the Bhopal, what is the industry? So then what happened? Many people all around the factory, all the people died except one family. That family just adjacent to the wall of this factory, but they did not die. They survived. Then everybody got doubt. How come this family alone survived and entire other people around this factory died? All the families died. Now the research has started. The research happened such a way, experts conducted the research. So then it is also published in the Hindu paper those days. So what they found out from the research is this particular family was practicing Agnihotra at that point of leaking of the gas. Remember this point. So because of that, what happened? They have got lot of amount of oxygen within their house. So they are not suffocated. They are not suffocated with the that so-called the gas leakage happened to the factory. The gases are entering, but they have no suffocation because of highest amount of oxygen is there within their house. Because of the Agnihotra, they were practicing at 4 o'clock, 4:30. Every day they were practicing it. So this is the greatness of Agnihotra, my dear friends, right? So you also need to take the benefit of this Agnihotra, right? Friends, so the Vedas stipulate that homa should be performed by both men and women without fail. So there is no conditioning, there is no restriction. Whether the women can do or men can do, everybody can do. Everybody must do. Okay, is most important should be practiced exactly sunrise, sun time, sunset time daily. Okay, the exact timings, please follow. You can practice Agnihotra in your apartment, garden, everywhere, wherever possible. You can definitely do this. Agnihotra mantra, sunrise, sunset time, both mantras are separate, which we have explained, discussed, isn't it? Now, friends, so the final conclusion, which we will try to explain you, friends. So the research has shown that Agnihotra is capable of neutralizing not only bad weather, air pollution, but also harmful effects of poisonous gases, especially Bhopal gas. The preventing poisonous insects and mosquitoes from entering in the house is also very, very important. It does. Okay. And Agnihotra, especially the ash which comes out of the Agnihotra, friends. What you can do is take that ash, okay, even including farmers, especially in Australia, they do homa farming. It's called homa farming. What they do Agnihotra. The ash which is the remaining final remainings of the Agnihotra process is called ash. So this as what they do, they take it, they just mix it in the water, they spray this water to the all the plants. The plants will be protected from the any kind of a so-called the outside, the insects, all these things which are very much protected. And also the same, whatever the water you give it to the plants, right? The water you give to the plants. So for the consumption, in that water also you mix this so-called ash and send the water. Otherwise, so this will be used as a menu, basically natural menu. It acts like a natural menu and it supplies the great nutrients because this has been generated from the fire by burning the so-called the desi cow dung cakes and A2 ghee. You can understand. Imagine these two combination. The combination of these two is going to be having lot of nutrients, lot of medicinal properties, basically. So that is why this is used in the home farming. Widely they are using this, especially the ash. So in the form of manure, in the form of the so-called pesticide. In the form of pesticide, they use it and then they protect the plants. Then the growth of the plants and growth of the harvest, especially amount of harvest, is also very good and a natural food. You can generate the natural food out of this farming. That's called home farming, which is widely in the practice in Australia, country like Australia, my friends. Please understand this. Now, the same thing can be done by our own farmers. They need to get all, of course, the Agnihotra is our own practice, but you have to put into practice, no, even in the farmhouses and in the farming by our farmers. Then they can produce the naturally grown food and without any chemicals, without any side effects, right? So that they can do it. Hopefully, they can also practice this. They'll also get into this. Let's hope for that, right? So now this is the one of the advantage in the farming. Now this Agnihotra ash also, my dear friends, once you get that Agnihotra ash, it's going to have other multiple applications. One such kind of application is if you have got any boils, if you have got any kind of a wounds on your physical body, just take this Agnihotra, one pinch of this ash, right? Mix with the coconut oil. Yeah, nicely mix with the coconut oil. That you apply as an ointment to that wounds, it will be healed very faster. It will be healed very faster. So and also this Agnihotra you can apply to the body also. It's going to protect from the external any kind of a bacteria, virus, all this. There are a lot of applications like this. You can use this Agnihotra. Really widely you can use this ash. This application of the ash is very much. Even somebody if you are suffering from fever, suffering from cold, whatever it may be, just add little bit into the lukewarm water and then drink. Okay, so it will be cured. So such is the power of this Agnihotra ash. Okay, and not only that, my dear friends, this ash especially
take one pinch and add into 1 liter water. 1 liter water. So what it does is that water, it will convert into alkaline water. We already measured it. How did we measure? We can measure the so-called pH value of the water before adding this one pinch. Okay. After adding this one pinch of the so-called Agnihotra, leave it for 15-20 minutes. Once it is mixed, once it is completely melt, then you measure the pH value. Your pH value of the water, especially, is going to be alkaline in nature. So that is why it is going to purify the water. That is the advantage of so-called Agnihotra ash, my friends. So there are many applications, many advantages. I would like to bring it into your notice so that you are motivated, you are inspired in order to continue our own age-old tradition, part of our regular, day-to-day culture of this modern world, so that you will become healthy and prosperous and happy, my dear friends. Okay.